echoes of a voice that shook the foundations of AGT. The year 2018 will forever be remembered as the moment a vocal anomaly appeared on the stage of America's Got Talent, bringing what many called the scariest voice in the history of the competition. Courtney Hadwin, a seemingly fragile girl, suddenly unleashed a primal, dark soul scream that made the audience's skin crawl instantly. It wasn't merely singing, it was an explosion of energy that transcended the logic of her teenage years. Her voice carried the weight of pain and rebellion from a classic rock era that seemed to possess her body under the spotlights. The fear felt by the audience wasn't due to a threat, but because of their unreadiness to face a talent so raw, wild, and unpredictable. The echoes of that legendary audition still haunt the industry today, serving as a reminder of the day rock and roll was reborn in its most terrifying form. The disappearance of a phenomenon from mainstream radar. Following the storm of instant fame and the relentless pursuit of camera lenses, Courtney Hadwin seemed to be swallowed by the shadows, mysteriously vanishing from the mainstream media radar. Many wondered if she had fallen victim to the ruthless cycle of the entertainment industry, or if she was plotting something far more significant behind the scenes. Speculation began to swirl among loyal fans who missed her provocative presence.
The silence she left behind was deafening, creating a vacuum filled with theories of mental exhaustion or internal conflicts with major labels that sought to tame her wild spirit. The music world felt the loss of one of its boldest colors, leaving a massive void that no ordinary pop singer could ever hope to fill. She became a ghost of the digital age, a legend whispered about in comment sections, but nowhere to be seen. The mystery behind a calculated and planned silence. However, for those paying close attention to her subtle movements, Courtney's silence was not a defeat, but a highly calculated incubation strategy. Behind the scenes, she was reforging her weapons, distancing herself from a public expectation that wanted to keep her trapped as a viral little girl forever. She chose not to chase cheap popularity through shallow social media trends, focusing instead on a deeper and more honest search for her artistic identity. This period of being lost was a time when she studied the darkness within herself to transform it into a more mature form of art. She refused to be a disposable industry commodity. This silence was a testament to her strength in saying no to a system that often destroys young talents for profit. It was the quiet before the storm, a deliberate retreat to ensure her eventual return would be absolute. Physical transformation and an increasingly dark aura.
As she finally began to resurface, leading into 2026, the changes in Courtney Hadwin were both shocking and visually mesmerizing. She was no longer the little girl with messy hair looking confused. She now stood with an aura that was much darker, more mysterious, and filled with authority. The little Miss Jagged aesthetic she adopted reflects a non-conventional maturity, blending modern Gothic elements with a heavy touch of 70s rock and roll. Her eyes now radiate a sharp confidence, as if she has seen the other side of the entertainment world and managed to survive it. Her appearance has become both a shield and a statement that she is ready to face the world on her own terms. This transformation confirms that she has successfully killed her old image to allow for a true rebirth. She is no longer just a performer. She is an icon of her own design. Where is Courtney now? Traces in a London studio. The answer to the question, where is she now, began to unfold through a series of secret recording sessions held in legendary London studios over the past few months. Courtney has spent thousands of hours with visionary producers to create a new sound that the world has never heard before. She is no longer just covering the classics. She is writing lyrics that excavate trauma, resurrection, and controlled rage. The studio has become a silent witness to how she perfected a vocal technique that is now far more precise, yet still retains its terrifying explosiveness.
Her limited digital footprints from the studio provide a strong indication that she is building a musical masterpiece that will redefine the rock genre for a new generation hungry for authenticity. she is crafting a sonic world where her raw power is finally channeled into a definitive and intentional artistic vision. Vocal Power 2026, a more lethal and refined weapon. The voice once considered scary has evolved into a far more lethal weapon with a vast emotional range in 2026. Courtney has learned to master her vocal distortion so that it is no longer just a directionless scream, but a narrative capable of tearing through the listener's heart. Every vibration in her voice now carries a richer texture, the result of life experience and relentless, disciplined practice. She can transition from a fragile, intimate whisper to a vocal explosion capable of bringing down stadium walls in a matter of seconds. Her vocal maturity proves that she is no longer just a natural talent, but a maestro who knows exactly how to manipulate the audience's emotions through her frequencies. The fear she creates now is a form of deep, reverent admiration. She has moved beyond the shock factor, utilizing her voice as a complex instrument of soul-crushing beauty. Against the industry grain, the independent rock star way. One of the primary reasons Courtney seemed to disappear was her struggle to break free from the contracts that stifled her creative freedom as an artist.
She now stands tall as an independent musician who holds total control over every digital and artistic asset she owns without outside interference. Her decision not to follow the conventional path offered by major labels is a real rebellion in the midst of an increasingly standardized music industry. Courtney is now at a point where she can decide when to appear and what work she will share with the world. This independence makes her one of the most influential figures for other young musicians who want to maintain their integrity under commercial pressure. She is proof that true success does not have to be bought with freedom. She has traded the safety of the mainstream for the power of her own sovereign artistic empire. The fan community, a loyal cult in the digital era. Despite her rare public appearances, Courtney Hadwin has built a fiercely loyal fan community that resembles a cult more than a typical fan base. Her followers, who call themselves witnesses to her transformation, remain steadfastly waiting for every drop of new information about their idol. In dark discussion forums and closed groups, they dissect every lyric and note she releases in a limited capacity with extraordinary precision. Courtney's presence is now deeply felt in the digital underground, where she has become an icon for those who feel out of place with boring mainstream pop standards.
The power of this community is the main engine keeping her name relevant without the need for massive television promotion. This emotional bond is the strongest foundation she possesses today. They do not just listen to her music, they believe in the movement she represents. Little Miss Jagged, the album that changes everything. Courtney's current presence is most tangibly felt through her highly anticipated debut album, Little Miss Jagged, which serves as the perfect representation of her journey. This album is the answer to all the public curiosity over the years about where that shy little girl from the AGT stage went. Within this work, she dissects every inch of her soul, presenting musical compositions that are grand, raw, and deeply honest all at once. Every song is a chapter of her metamorphosis, showing that she has successfully conquered the monster of fear within herself. The album is not only a commercial success, but also a new standard for rock music in 2026. Through this work, Courtney asserts that she is no longer just a shadow of the past, but a ruler of the future with an unshakable artistic vision. It is a sonic manifesto that proves rock and roll is far from dead. The future, the unstoppable rock monster, arrives. Looking ahead, Courtney Hadwin is now on an unstoppable path to becoming one of the greatest rock legends of the 21st century.
She has proven that the talent once considered scary was the key to unlocking the door to immortality in global music history. Her existence now is no longer about seeking validation from judges or television audiences, but about expressing truth through every breath and note she produces. With world tours beginning to be scheduled and visionary collaboration projects on the horizon, she is ready to lead the world into a new era of music that is bolder and more authentic. The rock monster has fully awakened from its slumber, ready to shake the world with a voice that is now peerless. Courtney Hadwin is no longer missing. She has arrived at the peak of her power and is ready to lead the global music revolution.
her reign has officially begun.